The Beaker. The work of a beaker. Interviewer. Did you get the name Bills? Because you keep bees? Bills. No, my parents started calling me Bills before I was born. Interviewer. How much work is involved in beekeeping? Bills. There's a lot of work. How much work is involved in beekeeping? There is a lot of work and it has to be done at the correct time. A 1 or 2 weeks delay can affect your honey crop drastically. You have to make sure the queen is laying eggs. You have to look at your bees every 2 to 3 weeks to make sure everything is alright. Removing the honeys is a lot of heavy work. I had to leave honeycomb out of the hives and put it on the truck. Then I carry it into the honey house when I extract the honey. Interviewer. What kind of equipment do you need? I wear a bee suit to keep my clothes clean. I also wear veil over my head to protect my eyes and head from stings. I use a smoker that is small can be lost on it. I build a little fire in there and put the lid on. When you blow smoke on bee, they think it's a forest fire. They fill their stomach with honey in case they have to leave their trees. That's why smoke seems to calm them, because it keeps them busy. Interviewer. How often do you get stung? I get stung a couple thousand. Because I don't wear gloves, a bucky and hat to keep clean, so they can spread disease. Mẹ thôi. Bucky and hat to keep clean, so spread disease. I don't swell up from stings anymore, but they still hurt. I walk the bees on nice sunny days around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. In this afternoon, when all the flowers are producing nectar, when half the bees are out collecting nectar, I only have to deal with other half. Life in the hive. Interviewer, tell me about the kinds of bee. There are queens, drones, and workers. The queens and workers are females, and the drones are male. All the bees in the hive come from eggs laid by the queen in the springtime. She lays 1,500 to 2,000 eggs a day. Drones Drones are only useful for mating. They don't work at all. Every day, they clone. Congregate outside the hive, waiting for queen to fly by. Then they race after her and mate with her. Interviewer, I thought the queen never left hive. She flies around bills. She makes short flights to mate. Other than that, she only lives to swarm. If a second. If a second queen develops in the hive, the colony divides. The new queen stays in old location, the old queen, and have bees find a new place to live. They fill their stomachs with 2 or 3 days supplies of honey. They find another place to build a honey comb. Then they store the honey in this new comb and start laying eggs. Interviewer, how long do bees live? Queen can live 2 or 3 years in the summertime. Drones and workers live for only 4 to 6 weeks because their wings wear out. In the winter, they live longer because they don't fly. In the winter time, they eat honey and shiver to generate heat when it's 5 degrees below zero outside. It is 95 degrees in the center of beehive. This keeps the colony alive during the winter. Interviewer, how many bees lie in a hive? In the summertime, there can be 60,000 to 80,000. Interviewer, how do bees find their way back to the hive? When they live in a hive, they not tied where the sun is in the sky. When they come back, they use the sun to find the ways on cloudy or rainy days. Bees don't fly because they can see the sun. Interview, are there different kinds of honey bees? There are different kinds of bees from different places. Caucasian bees come from the Caucasus Mountains in Europe. Italian bees come from Italia. And there are bees from Africa. There are all honeybees. America actually had no native honeybees. Pilgrims and settlers brought 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 bees from Europe on their ships. Then those bees flew out over the United States and built hives. Interviewer: what's the difference between honeybees and killer bees? There are no difference other than where they come from. They produce honey just like regular bees. A second tip from South America. Red bees from Africa with South American bees, but African bees created are easily ripped up. Hundreds or thousands of bees will attack one animal or person. Do you know both queen and worker bees have stingers? Making honey. Interviewer: do bees use pollen to make honey? No, they make honey from nectar, the liquid they collect from flowers. The bee goes to the flower and eats nectar, putting it into her honey stomach. She flies back into the beehive, spits the nectar out, and all the bees store it in the comb. Then bees fan their wings to ever water from the nectar. From the nectar to make it thicker. But the biggest different flowers have different flavors on nectar. Orange blossom honey tastes different from apple blossom honey. People with a trust don't have time to keep bees, so they rent bees from me. Interviewer: how much honey do you get from one beehive? Between 60 and 350 pounds of honey a year. Depending on location.